Welcome to another Crypto by Nature video. Today in the news, we will be going over 2020 presidential candidate Andrew Yang. A lot of crypto enthusiasts are very happy that this guy's running. He's one guy, I will say, that seems to get crypto. He seems to understand it. A lot of the other presidential candidates that we've had in the past, they just don't seem to get crypto, blockchain. They just don't understand it. Andrew Yang seems to get it just as well as anybody who's been in the industry gets it. So today we will go over a few tweets that he has made in the past, and we will go over also an article. In a tweet made in July 24th of 2018, he says, "Huge news, my campaign can now accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies." There have been other candidates in the past who have accepted crypto. I don't know if they've accepted so many different cryptos. I've heard of them accepting Bitcoin, maybe even Litecoin. I think there was one candidate, but he's accepting all cryptocurrencies. And let's get into the other tweet. During a Facebook AMA, I was asked about crypto and blockchain. I think the technology has massive potential to create a more transparent society. A smart government would embrace this and work with it. I would do that. This is what I mean about Andrew Yang, about him just understanding and getting crypto. Why constrain such a great technology? You need to free that technology. All right, let's see what he says in this video.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of the underlying technology around blockchain. I mean, it has a wealth of potential. I do think the entire cryptocurrency phenomenon has gotten a bit ahead of itself, but that's normal when there's new technology. I mean, you see that with the dot-com bubble 1.0, where it went a little too far, but then you laid this real foundation that ends up creating awesome value. And that's what I think is going to happen in the crypto space, where the blockchain has immense potential to enable transparency and trust and data flows, where it could enable secure voting for a democracy like ours. It could make transactions possible that right now involve massive law firms and accounting firms and the like. And it could help provide the foundation for the digital social currency that I'm very much for. So I love the potential of it. I mean, I do think there's going to be a very substantial retrenchment at a particular period, which again is totally normal when there's a new technology, but it's part of the future.
So that's very interesting, guys. Andrew Yang, and he believes it's part of the future. If he becomes president, I believe that a lot of the regulations of crypto will be loosened, if not gone. You know, I mean, we don't need all regulations gone, but a lot of them are constraining where crypto will be going in the future. So let's go ahead and get into this article next and see what Andrew Yang has to say here. In a Slug Feed article written by Craig Russo, 2020 presidential candidate Andrew Yang promises crypto regulatory clarity. And once again, guys, you can see what's happening in New York. In New York, it's just absolutely horrible for the crypto atmosphere. There's not much you can do without getting hitched up. For example, I can't even get free Stellar. I can't even claim free Stellar from blockchain, that wallet, blockchain.info. If you're in other states, you can claim it. If you're in New York, you can't. There's so many regulations in New York, and it's honestly ridiculous. So we do need somebody to come in and clear it up. Let's see. Andrew Yang, an American entrepreneur, 2020 Democratic candidate for president, has laid out clear proposal for handling regulations for Bitcoin and the rest of digital asset class. According to the candidate's summary page, Yang sees the current state of federal and state crypto regulations as having a chilling effect on the U.S. digital asset market. All true facts. Yang goes as far as to call the New York bit license an onerous piece of regulation, which I agree. It's absolutely ridiculous in New York, guys. Investment in cryptocurrencies and digital assets has far outpaced our regulatory frameworks in the U.S. Also true. Crypto, Bitcoin in particular, has outperformed every stock. I believe Bitcoin was at 39% and gold was at 38%. Let's see what else he says. We should let investors, companies, and individuals know what the landscape and treatment will be moving forward to support innovation and development. The blockchain has vast potential. Agreed. This is exactly what I've been saying, is that once you release the constraints, innovation can now breed, and now we won't have anything stopping us. So I don't know if you guys seen him on the Joe Rogan podcast, but he has been on. I did see the whole thing. It was a very interesting interview if you guys ever want to check that out. And let's see what some of his proposals to help some of the lingering issues. Yang proposes to do the following: define what a token is and when it's a security. Recognizing utility tokens in parentheses. Define which federal agencies have regulatory power over the digital asset space. Provide for consumer protections in the space. Definitely needed. This is why I say, guys, we do need some regulation. Guys that are so against all regulation, I think that's a mistake. We do need some kind of regulation, because otherwise it'll be the wild, wild west forever. You need to make the industry very clean so that the big guys will come and invest. You'll have, corporate investments, maybe even funds coming in, all kinds of things. They're not going to come in if it's the wild, wild west. So clarify the tax implications of owning, selling, and trading digital assets, which is another huge cloudy area in the crypto space. A lot of people don't know what to do with the tax code, that came out. It's very confusing. I don't understand why they can't make it simpler. It doesn't need to be that confusing. Promote the nationwide adoption of recognition and protections afforded by a series LLC. Preempt state regulations when possible to create one national framework. So these are all ideas that Yang proposes. Let's see what he says. Yang sees the sponsors of the Token Taxonomy Act and Wyoming legislators as ideal partners in this endeavor, as he believes their models have worked. So guys, what do you guys think about Andrew Yang? I'm very happy to see that somebody has actually understood the evolution of blockchain and what it can mean to society. I don't see any other presidential candidates that truly understand this. What do you guys think? I'm liking this Andrew Yang guy. I like that he understands crypto. He seems like a reasonable dude. Comment down below. Please subscribe. Until the next video, guys. Crypto by nature. I'm out.